Hey, how are you guys? Harrison Barron from Growth Generators here, and in this video I want to cover the one product you should absolutely never sell. Now, some companies have figured this out, and other companies, it's kind of gone over their heads. However, being somebody that's been in the MSP industry for now about 7-8 years, I've seen this problem come up more and more often, and the answer is going to surprise you. Now, we've all heard of Microsoft Office 365. It is probably one of the best products out there. It comes with business class email, it comes with chat, it comes with a slew of other apps. You have Yammer, you have OneDrive, and the list goes on and on. Microsoft does a fantastic job in not only marketing this product, but really making it business centric. But its counterpart, which I'm going to dive into in 1 second, is an absolute nightmare for your MSP. So if you are in this boat of selling Office 365, you're doing a great job. You're providing a great service. It's easy to manage. There are different tiers for your enterprise level. If you guys have questions, leave them down below because you can get some pretty good pricing from Microsoft, little does anybody tell you. But if you are not selling that, or you're looking for a new emailing solution or other kind of all-in-one solution, the other side of it is Google Workspace. This product is a massive problem and headache for your MSP. Now, I hate to bash Google because I personally love their product, but as far as managing it goes, it is a nightmare to manage. Now, I've worked with MSPs from all over the country. I've consulted with hundreds of them, and the thing that they always tell me is Google Workspace is an absolute disaster for a variety of different reasons. It is a struggle to get in and out of. It's very difficult to set up, and it doesn't have the admin features that you would want in Microsoft 365. Other part of it too is getting down to data security. If you need HIPAA compliance, Office 365 does offer a HIPAA compliant product and solution. However, if you are looking for that solution, Google Workspace just doesn't offer it. There are so many different variables that Google Workspace is not giving you. Now, if you're starting out an MSP and you're debating between the two, it should be pretty clear where I'm leaning to as far as Microsoft Office 365. But the problem goes even further. Now, Google Workspace does have some actual decent products as you begin to get through the enterprise scale when you're looking at hundreds of emails. You get a dedicated account manager. It does become a little bit easier to manage. But overall, if you're starting out as an MSP or you're sub 500 seats as far as people that you're doing IT work for, this is going to be an absolute disaster. The problem being is Google doesn't make admin accounts. They make it very, very difficult where you need to have a brand new Gmail address specifically designed to log into your Google admin portal. Now, this might not sound that bad, but the problem is if you don't have meticulous note-taking in this entire process, Google will not help you in any way. I've tried this. I recently am taking over a customer for their emails, and it's just a couple people. They just needed some help, and it's something that I have experience in. The problem is they're on Google. Now, I needed Google to help me because the admin of the company could not remember his password. Now, that might not sound like a problem. You just click reset and you're good to go. Problem is that person didn't remember the Gmail account that they had to create. And this is where the problems begin to arise. If you are not a meticulous note taker and document everything, you are going to be left behind in Google Workspace, because if you don't have access to that email, there is no way that you're going to get into it. And if you don't remember your email address, let's say you've been paying for it for 2 or 3 years and you totally forget, they're not going to pick up the phone and help you. They're going to give you a document that's going to ask you, just like a Google form, your first name, last name, the email address, and the domain name. They will not help you any further. You have to request it, and if it's not the exact one that they see in the system, they basically say, sorry, try again. There is no other solution for it. I've called them several times asking for Google support, and Google support will not pick up the phone because you're not an enterprise customer. So if you're starting out your MSP, there's no reason to sell a Google Workspace package. Now, like I said, in the enterprise tiers, it's a little different. However, in the enterprise tiers, I still recommend going to Office 365. It's going to be overall easier for you to manage because Microsoft takes that enterprise approach. Number one. Number two, the pricing is very straightforward. You can see exactly what's included. Number three, there are enterprise pricings that offer more functions and features. They're called E2, E3, E4, E5, and I believe the E's continue going on. So depending on where you fall wall, you can then go into there. It also makes it very easy if you have a team of people managing those emails. Maybe you have a really big network infrastructure and you have several people working in your IT support specifically on managing emails and Office products. It's very easy to make 2 or 3 or 4 of them admin accounts. It runs almost flawlessly, and you can really control, hey, I want to wipe that person's device. Maybe it's a company device and they have company sensitive information, but they just got fired this morning. You can go in there and select wipe, and you can wipe the entire thing. It is very, very simple. There are admin portals easily accessible through any web portal, and on top of that, you can even have one email that is assigned to multiple accounts. So you don't have to log into each and every single account separately, and that's probably the biggest differentiator between the two of them. On the Google side, specifically Google Workspace, you have to sign into every single account and go through and manage it. So maybe you have 10 or 15 different clients on the Google Workspace portal. You have to sign into every single one of them. On the Microsoft side, you can actually create an admin account across all of those platforms. This is going to help your business tremendously. Now, my agency does not sell emails specifically. We try not to get involved in that, but we see it time and time again that MSPs and ITs are making big mistakes in selling the wrong products. They see that Workspace is a little cheaper, people are very familiar with the product, and ultimately by them giving in and saying, yes, we will happily sell that to you, it actually becomes more of a detriment to the company than it does a benefit. So when you're thinking about these two different solutions, think about the cost benefit between the two, especially for your time. It might cost the customer a little bit more money to run on Office 365, but you're gonna avoid a ton of headaches going with that product versus Google. Now, I'm not a Google hater. I think Google serves a fantastic purpose for a lot of different things, but email hosting and their Workspace product is just nowhere near as good as the Microsoft product. If you guys are curious to learn more, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm happy to teach you guys. Come along this journey as I help other MSPs, ITs, and technology companies grow their businesses. I'll see you guys later.